let me just, first of all, thank you all for coming tonight. A great welcome, and I'm sure you agree we've got a great turnout here tonight for our launch and for Her Majesty today as we celebrate 60 years on the throne. So I would first like to give a royal toast to Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. To you, may you live and reign a hell of a lot longer. To the Queen. Now, obviously there'll be a lot of questions for you here tonight, and in terms of what we're about and what we're looking to achieve here as a think tank. We're looking to occupy a space in terms of the centre-right and Conservative supporters, but we're looking to do it in a way that's unique in terms of being very much a membership-based think tank, looking to get all of you to contribute in terms of research. We want papers coming from you, we want articles coming from you, and we want you to be contributing to the debate. And we're looking for ideas that are going to influence Conservative Party philosophy and politics for the next 5, 10, 15 years, not just concentrating on the contemporary issues. And in gathering you guys here today, we think we've attracted some of the brightest and keenest Conservatives around, and we're very proud of that, and we're proud of the buzz that's in this room as we see things. Now, we've already commissioned some research, and we're going to have some research out within the next fortnight on the United Kingdom in relation to Scottish independence. We've got other research that we're commissioning as well. But as I say, we're trying to encourage research, and we're trying to get to a stage where we build up this think tank so it's regularly producing papers, and the best way to do that is to get you as members and you participating. In terms of organisation, we've already got committee members involved, but we want this philosophy. I don't know if you remember when you first joined the Conservative Party and you went into that constituency office, and they would have looked at you and thought, who's this young bright thing, how can we get them working for us? And it was very much encouraging your talents rather than trying to put hurdles in front of your talents. This is what we want to be like as a think tank, harnessing your talents. We're going to be unashamedly careerist, because we want to be the organisation that gets you further in your career politically. And one day we want to be able to point to this event and say it was a historic occasion, and that there are a number of potential MPs in this room, cabinet members in this room, that got a bit of a lift through being involved in Parliament Street. I appreciate you will be involved with other groups as well, but we hope that in some way that we'll be able to advance your careers as well. And so I'd say another toast tonight to you for coming, and to Parliament Street as an organisation. To Parliament Street.
Parliament Street.
And now I introduce you to our chairman, Patrick Sullivan, who's going to speak a little bit today about some of the tone that we're looking to set.
Thank you very much, Craig. Firstly, we're not individuals in the wilderness. We are determined to break down the barriers to entry in regards to influencing party policy. There are many new faces here tonight, and some familiar ones too. The challenge I would like to present to anyone who would like to take it on is to introduce one new person to Parliament Street, who are not conservative who are conservative, sorry, in mindset, but have yet to engage with the party. I would also like to talk about Parliament Street in regards to where we stand in the party. We must not denigrate the work and achievements of previous Conservative governments. To do so would surely be folly. Still, we should not dwell on or seek to relive the past. We should follow the example of every Conservative government since the Tamworth Manifesto. We should seek to deal with the problems of our time with a lack of emphasis on ideology, and by putting a priority on finding practical solutions to these problems. Margaret Thatcher's policies saved our economy. They helped rescue millions previously enslaved under the Iron Curtain. But they also brought about great change, not only in our economy, but to our society. We needed Thatcherism to save our country from economic chaos and international disrepute. And we have been rightly proud of the achievements of her government. Where we have occasionally fallen short, however, as a party, has been in failing to recognise that in bringing about great change, we have also opened the door to new challenges. It is only by recognising those challenges, by coming up with solutions to the problems of tomorrow, that we can win elections today. People do not care about an idea's origin or ideological purity. What they care about, what people really vote on, is whether your ideas, the policies we put forward, can make their lives tangibly better. Simply put, what people care about is what works. Now I'd like to talk about our party leadership. There are those who bandy about the criticism that our current party leadership is too cliquey. I believe these criticisms to be motivated by malice and jealousy, by those who lack any real power or influence, or both. In fact, if I was to find fault with the current party leader, our Prime Minister, it would be that he is too tolerant and too accommodating of those destructive critics whose voices should not count by virtue of their self-interested nature. Right now, David Cameron is the man in the arena. His face is marred with dust and sweat and blood as he fights in the councils of Europe. I stole that one off Theodore Roosevelt, by the way. As he fights in the councils of Europe to keep the global economy from going beyond the brink. As he fights entrenched and established interests to give us, you and me, more power and greater choice over our local government, our schools and our hospitals. We are here today to answer the call of both party and country, to take on our responsibilities as citizens and to ensure that our voices are heard and that we deprive oxygen to those pretenders who would claim to represent us but in reality would consign us to a lifetime of opposition and irrelevance. Parliament Street seeks to embrace the principles of a grassroots, membership-driven organisation run from the bottom up and not patronised or dictated to by any clique. This is why we have no corporate view within the big C Conservative Party. So long as you support our party, we don't care what wing of it you're on, but you have to support our party. Also, we have open positions, some on our Research Council and some on our Management Executive. If you're interested in applying for these, please come and see me later. And also, the other more exciting thing is that we are here to publish your research. So if you've got an idea for a research paper, if you want your view to be heard, then go to Craig, because if it's a good idea and it's well written, we'll publish it. Thank you very much.